Hello, Leos and Leo placements. Welcome back to Readings from Neptune Tarot. I am the Neptunian Kitty Kitty, and I'm here to provide for you all the messages and what you all can be expecting for this Aries season. Aries season kicks off March 21st and goes all the way through April 20th. So this is going to be for all Leo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or North Node, or you're cross-watching for Leo. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. So keep in mind this is a general reading. I could be picking up on you or signs of the cross-watcher, so only take what resonates. So, alrighty, Leos. You guys are laughing. You're having a good time and you're laughing. You're going to be enjoying your family. You're going to be feeling burnt out because you're going to be going a million miles per hour. And also, you're going to be getting an apology that you thought you were not expecting. So, you're laughing at how this man is burnt out and has to apologize to you now. Or you might be burnt out from traveling. You could be experiencing jet lag. So when you're going to travel somewhere where you know you're going to have like altitude sickness, maybe you're going to the mountains, or jet lag, I like to give myself, like when I went to go visit Letty in Washington, I purposely added 2 extra days because I knew I was going to be jet lagged. And holy shit, does that affect you like a motherfucker. I literally, like as soon as I got to Washington, we went to Target because I went to chancluda. And what for my non-ELLs, non-Laredoans, chancluda means that you just went in short shorts and flip-flops. And here in Laredo, it gets very hot. Sometimes our summers get to like 125 degrees. Now with climate change, who knows? Now los calorones are going to begin now in March. I gave myself a Santa Quemada last Friday. And now, which is a holy burn. It's just an exaggeration. It's a cliche. And it's hyperbole. And so, now we need to really put on the extra sunscreen. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I just went and got me like because over there in Washington in July, it still gets down to like 60 degrees, the state. And so I went and got me like my sweatpants, a sweater, and then I just slept the entire day. Then the next day is when me and Letty were like traveling and talking. So maybe you need to do that. Make sure while you're traveling, you incorporate naps. Maybe set alarms for naps and breaks, Leo, because you're overworking yourself. You need to balance your work, your family, and your leisure time because you're just always working. So on this laughter thing here, because you're laughing at somebody, Leo, remember, el que ríe al último ríe mejor. Whoever gets the last laugh laughs better. So you're laughing at how a Sagittarius is being turned upside down, or an Aquarius or a water sign, because they were coming for you. Or finally, you're about to get this Wheel of Fortune after months since Aquarius season has been kind of So Aquarius and Pisces season could have been kind of for you, Leo, but now things are turning. I do see the Wheel of Fortune and you're getting the last laugh. Why? Because, yeah, an alcoholic Sagittarius, cual de todos que conozco, was really trying hard to stop you. Butterflies could be a confirmation for someone, or butterflies is just a symbol of like they could not stop this transformation even though they wanted to. You metamorphose. You are now the beautiful butterfly that got out of the cocoon. And for whatever reason, this other fire sign, or a Scorpio Sag cusper, could have been born November 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 25th, 26th, was gunning for you for whatever reason. Why? This is asshat coming from my Leos, gang. Because they feel that you broke their heart by rejecting their offer, and they want to blame you for separating them from a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Libra, even though you're like, yo no te hice nada. Then, like, why is this person blaming my Leos? Because they feel like you're a liar, or like you're lying on a King of Cups, even though you're just like, I don't care. Like, you really do not give 2 Fs, Leo. You're just like, you can miss me with that. So this person could be online trying to post stuff about you, but it's like this person blocked you so they can post stuff about you and talk smack. And it's like, bro, if you, and this is a man, if you really are a man y tener los huevos bien puestos, you're gonna tag me on that post and let me see it so I can comment back. You're not gonna be like, let me block Leo and then post so I can talk all the smack I want to talk and then not get called out. Nah. Leos are with the shits. You want to talk shit publicly? Leos are going to get in commenty. Let's go. Back and forth. Or, like this Leo, text, call me, and let's meet up at the traques if you really have a problem. again, the butterfly. So maybe you're watching The Butterfly Effect, or you need to look up the spiritual meaning of a butterfly. Some of you could be thinking about getting a butterfly tattoo. I was just thinking about that meme, like, ves que tiene la tatuaje de la mariposa y todavía quieres con ella, bro. It's a joke, people with butterfly tattoos. Don't come at me. So someone with a prominent butterfly tattoo is the one that's going to message you and tell you, like, this could be a Virgo or a Sag. Hey, guess who got let go by blah, blah, blah. I already know who this is. Because, why? Because they were caught sneaking around stealing their money. I already told you guys, between the Sag and the Capricorn, there's like a smexual favor and money exchange going on. And I don't know if it's the girl paying the guy or the guy paying the girl. But like the first time I pulled, I got the girl paying the guy. And then now I got the other way around. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's none of my business. And as long as it's not my P or my V, no me importa. If it don't pay me, it don't make sense to me. Yeah, this is someone that is very glamorous and has cute pink boots. And they're going to let go of this masculine because they realize why you let them go. So, for example, let's say a guy left you for a Capricorn Leo and you don't give a shit because you're like, se va por basura si valera la pena, he'd still be here with me. So, if the guy was worth 2 fucking shits, he'd still be here with me. It's what you said, Leo. You're like, you can have him. You just took my trash. Go for it. So then when they finally realize that this Sagittarius that's an alcoholic ain't shit, they're like, fudge. Now I know why Leo was like, have him, girl. Go for it. You took my problem. And now they're like, damn, Leo's a lot smarter than they look. Now I see why Leo dogged you out and left you. Because they were probably blaming you for the reason why they let them go. But now this Capricorn's like, nah, this guy ain't shit. And it has this Gemini, and now it has this Gemini or this Sag, like, crying and losing sleep because, damn, everybody figured me out. So I'm hearing everyone's caught on to everything you do. Everyone's caught on to you. So everyone's caught on to this guy, that he's just the fuckboy supreme, even though he's in his 40s. Sir, ya no eres fuckboy, eres viejo mañoso. You can go get that checked. También vatos in their 30s. Ya no eres fuckboy, eres viejo mañoso. The birds are like, tell him, sis, tell him. Yeah, Blackinson. Yeah, because this guy was really determined to try to make you look like the bad guy, Leo. And you were just sitting there looking pretty like, yeah, I'm a high priestess. So maybe you, or you just knew this person's secrets and you just sat there and were like, don't worry, fucker. Slowly but surely your house of cards is going to fall. Boom, 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 boom. It did, and you're just like, I didn't even have to lift a finger. In my sleep, this shit happened. So a Virgo might come and tell you how this person is losing money or how they're losing money after a celebration. They could have had like a Renaissance kind of a deal party, and you're just kind of like, wow, you didn't invite me. Miss me with that shit. Now I know where I stand. So you're just laughing at everybody and everyone that did you wrong because they're getting their up and comings. But don't go online posting it either, Leo. Don't be like, eso lo que te pasa. Don't do that. Don't do that. God is letting you see how these people are getting tossed up because they were doing you dirty. He's allowing you front row view pa que veas. Like, these people were not even worth it because, look, they got their karma. Karma doesn't miss. I was just thinking about that post of, like, I just got revenge on someone that did me wrong 10 years ago. Stay ready. I'm coming. So that's how karma is. You don't got to be like that, Leo. You can just look at it and write it in your journal like, dear diary, today so-and-so that did not invite me to this party is losing money and is getting tossed up, and now they're friends too. That's just God's way of letting you know, I got your back. Don't worry. Okay? Yeah, so you might have to get serious so that you can cut off an Emperor, an Aries here, or an Aquarius. Why? Because you realize how much they were siphoning your money. Or you have to get serious with yourself and stop overspending. Stop going out, Queen of Wands, and yeah. Para de irte los antros, quédate en la casa. But you're going to be doing good. Like, by cutting all these people off, Leo, because the Queen of Wands is Leo, you're going to be great. Take care of your throat. My allergies are going crazy. I woke up like all, and then I had a nosebleed, so that's how I know spring's here. Yeah. Yeah, so Spirit is saying do not go out. If you really want to travel, stop going out and drinking. Stay home throughout this Aries season, which is 30 days, 28 days. Don't drink. Don't buy useless stuff. Buy your plane ticket or book your hotel, whatever it is that you need to do. But stop overspending because you are going to travel in 2 months. So possibly May and June. So you need to save your money. And also, by you staying in, you're going to avoid possible traffic infractions. Someone's trying to manifest you getting arrested. This could be a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, or a Leo, because they don't like that you're moving on without them and that you're no longer paying attention to them. I'm hearing, pay no mind to the rebel, pay no mind to the rebel. So don't listen to whatever bullshit they're saying. Let them talk. I was just listening to that on the 48 Laws of Power. I like to refresh that book ever so often. Because even though it's like a book, once you read it, you realize how often people fucking run game on you. I recommend you read The Games People Play, Transactional Analysis. It's not for laymen. You're gonna have to like get your thesaurus out and read it. Like especially if you don't have a background in psychology. If you have a background in psychology, you're gonna be able to understand transactional analysis, The Games People Play. Okay? And I want you to read The Art of War, The 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, and I forgot this other one that I need to listen to. I think it's called Realize, and it's about how like women are very vicious. And oh yeah, and Mean Girls at Work. Once you read those books, you understand how people operate, and you're gonna have to protect yourself because ya no es que the world is rainbows and but no. They're the dog world. Okay, so these people are mad, Leo, that you moved on and you're happy. And by you moving on and focusing on your own stuff and not telling people what it is that you're doing and staying in and going into hermit mode this Aries season, you are going to get a new job. Some of you need to travel within the next 2 months to get a job. So if somebody invites you like, hey, you take me out of town, I want to go to this job fair, print out your resumes as well and go for it. All right, so family, what is this family? Blood ties, inner circles. So some of you, King of Wands, to my masculine Leos, you're being asked to focus on your family more instead of always grinding. Because when you die, no te vas a dar el dinero contigo. When you die, you're not taking that money with you. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, quieres pelear y negármelo. No, you're not. And Leos always want to have the reason. My favorite tío from my dad's side, Cleo, que en paz descanse, él también tiraba la baraja. Him and I would get into some debates. And I'd be like, estás mal, tío, and let me tell you why. Pero no, él tenía la razón. Valdés tenía la razón. But yeah, so spend that money on leisure time with your family. Heal yourself. Maybe you got like a little bonus Aquarius season. Spirit is saying to spend it on something Taurus season. Taurus season. Not Aries season, Taurus season. Save it. Right, because you might have to pay something for court here. Or one of your relatives might ask you to help them pay a court fee. Spirit is saying it's up to you if you want to help them. I'm saying it's a no. This could be a Libra or a Virgo. This person could work for court. They might need bail money because they could get caught fighting with someone. This is someone that has really, really nice nails. This could be a Gemini, a Leo, an Aquarius, or a Pisces. They could have blonde curly hair. So I'm hearing something about Dia. So I don't know if your two Dias might get into a fight here and they're going to ask you to like bail one of them out. Spirit is saying no, stay out of it. You guys are grown. You guys are grown-ass women. Ya son abuelas y se están portando así. Qué vergüenza. Then you wonder why I don't go to family gatherings. This shit right here. 1 second, Leo. Okay, so what else with this family issue? Yeah, you're just... Spirit is saying to put your thinking cap on and let the men deal with this. Let their husbands deal with this. It's going to involve a Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and a possible Taurus. But just ignore it. Like, that's their shit. Alright, moving on to this exhausted. What does this mean? So, you're going to be tired while you're traveling. What was I saying? Something about jet lag. So, you could be traveling around April 18th, 17th. Spirit is saying is allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to sleep in. Don't be rushing. Even if someone's trying to make you feel guilty that, oh, your child misses you, this and that. A Taurus, possibly. Your child could have been born on the 19th of the month. ¿Estás mirando, mamá? Let yourself rest. Block this Gemini and this Taurus. So Spirit is saying that if your meddling ass mom starts to message you, que ándale, apúrate, Taurus, Gemini, Cusper, Libra, that is your chart, señora. To ignore them, allow yourself to rest, because that's going to help you avoid a tower on the road, which is going to lead to a huge family conflict. Or you yourself are just going to be tired of the conflict because this person just doesn't let you rest. Or this Scorpio is going to get upset and snap at them and have words with them and be like, I'm tired of you always trying to light a fire under Leo's ass when Leo isn't doing shit but trying to relax. And also be mindful when you're traveling. You don't be speeding because you might get pulled over. Someone might get caught in a car with their lover or paying a spicy worker. This could be a Cancer, a Sag, a Gemini, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spirit is saying, yeah, you're going to get caught with a spicy worker. Spirit is saying to just be like, let the cops handle it. So whoever ends up getting in trouble with the cops, let them handle it. Like, you are not a lawyer. You are not a bonds person. No. If they got themselves in trouble at this grown-ass age of 28, they can get themselves out of it. So maybe that's why this person's going to apologize to you. They're going to be like, I'm sorry, I was with the 304s. Bro, don't apologize to me. Apologize to yourself for humiliating yourself. Apologize to yourself for putting yourself in the position that you have to say you're sorry to me. Damn, Leo. I don't do apologies because to begin with, why the hell were you putting yourself in a predicament that was going to lead you to say, I'm sorry to me in the first place? Muy bien que te valió. You're not sorry that you did it. You're sorry you got caught. You looking at me? Yeah, so someone, a Cancer, or someone you had a relationship with, or copas, or you could be married to, is going to apologize to you, possible Sagittarius, for blocking you or causing you stagnations and delays. 222. An Aries, a Leo, a Virgo, okay? Because temperance can also mean gossip. Someone's going to apologize for blocking you via gossip, and it's going to piss you off. Rightfully so, because it's like, if you're my friend, why, or if you care about me, why would you want to block me financially? What's wrong with you? Because you're going to be upset that you made a wrong judgment call. This is someone that could be getting tossed up at court. And that's their karma. For blocking you financially, they're not going to be able to succeed in court until they apologize to you. And once they do, that's when everything's going to get resolved for you and for them quickly. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse to the Five of Swords. But they were doing some weird moon magic to cause you serious losses. They could have been doing this since Pisces season of last year. Yeah. Gemini, Virgo, Taurus. Strong Gemini, Virgo, Taurus. This person, I don't know, this is somebody that's in your family, Leo, because they keep trying it. They're always giving you, like, false offers or, like, weird things. Because remember, with the Page of Cups, we don't know if that fish is there or not. But it's just, whatever gifts this person gives you is to bind you and keep you stuck to them. This could be a Sag, a Libra, or a Capricorn that you need to be very cognizant of, because they are a dark warlock or witch. This is a masculine for some of you. Yeah. This is someone that's upset you blocked them off social media. Like, what is this with the social media, Leo? Like, what's going on here? Why are we being petty? Why are we being petty? Like, ¿qué está pasando? This is very middle school, childish behavior from both parties. From you, Leo, and this masculine. You both like each other. Admit it. I want you. You want me. What are we going to do? What's going on here? Why are we pussyfooting? Like, this is literally who's going to bend first. And Leo's a fixed sign. I don't see Leo doing it, cross-watcher. And then if they have like a fixed moon, be it Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo, they're not going to fucking bend. Like, you are in for an uphill battle. Right. So this person's losing hope because you blocked them. Like, I'm seeing that you blocked this person off of social media. I'm seeing they blocked you first. So you were like, okay, let's go. And that's the thing about Leo's cross-watcher. They're a karmic sign. We will mirror you. What you do to us, we're going to do it back to you times 20 because we're petty that way once you piss us off. Once we realize that you don't respect us and you're playing games with us, that's when we start. And this could be happening on the 14th or the 15th of April. Right, this person's gonna want to come in and, you know, give a truce, and you're gonna want to be like, ah, ah. So whether it's this masculine that's gonna apologize for blocking you on social media, or this feminine that's gonna apologize for blocking you career-wise via gossip. If it's a feminine, it's a Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, that's gonna confess within the next 2 weeks. Spirit is saying to let them go. They're not worth it. They already stabbed you in the back one too many times. Why do you want to stay? You could be seeing 222 a lot, and you're going to get good news. You're just going to be like, oh, okay. And don't react. Don't give them an emotional reaction. They don't deserve your emotion. Same thing with this Aries or Sag, masculine. Don't give them your emotional reaction. They're not worth it. And besides, they're just being emotionally manipulative anyway. Both this masculine and this feminine are just apologizing to get their karma rectified. And because they realize that you really are the GOAT, you're the Empress, and that no death magic's ever going to touch you because you've learned to transmute the energy beyond all unreasonable doubt. So maybe you work for the court system, or they're going to ask you to help them do some kind of court magic, like an juicio or whatever. And you're just going to be like, no. Spirit is saying do not help them because they are toying with your emotions. What is this? King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Right, because this is someone that you used to live with or you've had over in your house, and they're going to tell you the truth about a lover, a Gemini or a Leo, and a Capricorn. So they're going to tell you about, it goes back to this Capricorn, like about this fire sign that left you for the Capricorn, and realizing like why. So this Capricorn might apologize to you and be like, I'm sorry that I made an enemy out of you over a guy. And you're just going to be like, that's cool, but stay over there. Like, once you realize I kept it 100 the entire time, still stay away from me. You want nothing to do with these people because you're focusing on your Nine of Cups here. Like, you thought this person was going to be the one to set you free and, you know, be the one to run wild with. But it's not, hey, I heard you were a wild one. Okay, that's old school, Leo. Ooh. This person could be 39. Something about 1993 could be significant. For others of you, Sagittarius, a Pisces, or a Gemini is starting to realize that you are actually wifey or husband material. You're not a one-night stand. This could be a Sag with Pisces. Strong Pisces here. And you're not going to be responding to their messages anymore, or they're not going to be messaging you so quickly because they realize you're focusing on something else, or they realize that they have to find another way to communicate with you, that communicating with you via social media and electronically isn't going to help. And the reason why this person or you might not be messaging each other is because you're going to be attending to your finances and your family. Like, I don't see you receptive to love or receptive to sneaky links. Right, others of you, this King of Pentacles could be fighting to come near towards you. Could be fighting a Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Libra. 444. Why? Because they're saying that you're nothing but a burden and they don't want you to be with them. Somebody could be named Carlo. Right. But this person really, really wants to be with you. Or the reason why this person's going to suddenly pull their energy back is because they're going to get arrested. So, like I said in the last reading, I want to say for Pisces season, that the person that keeps accosting you and talking smack about you and did you dirty, this masculine, they're going to get arrested. And after they get arrested is when they're going to come and be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And this could have been someone that was doubting your intuition and being like, oh my gosh, you suck. You're not a good tarot reader. You're not a good divinator. Like, because I'm getting that you do tarot here, Leo. And once they realize that everything you said happened to the T, that's when they're going to come back and apologize. But also, they're getting tossed up in karma because they did you dirty. They broke your heart, and they took you for boo-boo the fool, this Libra, this Scorpio. They didn't invest in you like they should have, and that's why it's going to happen. They're going to have a tower. This is happening Easter week, 14, 15, and the 16th. So, and that's a week where a lot of people die, Semana Santa. Like, in case anyone's ever noticed. Y ahorita, la muerte está enamorada de los jóvenes. So you need to ask San Pedro, cúbrame con su manto, así no como se va mi hijo de la casa, quiero que regrese. And then you do a Padre Nuestro. Y Dios te salva María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, bendita eres de todas las mujeres y bendita el viento de tu fruto, Jesús, Santa María, Madre. And then you do the Ave María. And you do it in Spanish, because those prayers are stronger in Spanish. Right. But you're going to be fine being without friends or being single here, Leo. It's okay. Like, sometimes you have to go through things alone, and that's what's going to help you be successful. And doesn't this kind of remind you of Jesus on the cross? So you're going to be going through like a very spiritual awakening here, Leo, and that's going to help you balance things out. You need to be alone because you need to be with God right now. That's why God is isolating you. That's why, like, instead of going out to the antros, like, yeah, I want to go out clubbing, but nadie se me quiere, todos me están haciendo para atrás. It's because you need to be alone praying. Because you have a lot of snakes around you. Like, you have, your friends are not your friends. They want to Julius Caesar you. Like, beware the Ides of March. For real, for real. You need to watch out for a Taurus, a Cancer, and a Virgo, because they don't mean you any good. They're the ones that have been blocking you. Especially your work. They've been clowning you and talking mad shit, and you're about to find out. An Aquarius is going to tell you, because they got sick this last moon cycle trying to mess with your Wheel of Fortune. All over in Aries, Leo, or a Sag. This was over a man. Like, they came after you over a man that you don't even want. That you were like, he's not worth it. This is why I don't hang out with chicks. Like, chicks are stupid. Like, honestly, like, out of all the guys out there in the world, así no como hay muchos cool arrows in the guys' words, there's a lot of you-know-whats for the ladies too. So I don't know why women fixate on the one obvious piece of a man. And I'm gonna say this again, se le está cayendo el pinche techo. Why would you want someone like that rather go out to saludos and get drunk all the time than focus on fixing their techo? And they're in their 40s. If they're going after people that are in their 30s and 20s, that's a red flag. That means women in their 40s already know that this guy's a loser. You know, lo quieren. Pero ahí van. Women are stupid sometimes. Like, okay, so I was just having this conversation, and you can do what you want to do with this information. We're going to get into the psychology of things. Women fall in love after sex, which is because of the hormone that we release called oxytocin, which is the cuddle hormone. We have a lot of oxytocin right after we give birth, which is why it's important to do the skin-to-skin contact with the baby so you bond with your baby and you imprint. A lot of times when you have a C-section, that doesn't happen, and that's why there's not that much of a strong bond with those that have like a natural vaginal birth. I'm not saying the bond is never going to happen. I'm just saying that you really got to push for the skin to skin so that oxytocin's right there. Because right after you go through all that pain, your brain releases oxytocin so you do not feel that pain and you're going through like a rush. I love neuropsychology, okay? And I do have a master's, so I'm not pulling this out of my ass. So then, that's what's important. And oxytocin is released right after orgasm. And women fall in love after sex, whereas men do not. They have what is called a post-nut clarity. And the way men fall in love with women is through releasing vasopressin. And the way you get men to release vasopressin is you let them be a man and let them do things for you. Nowadays, women are not letting men be men. You need to let the man chase you. If you are always available and you're chasing him, they're going to lose interest and you're boring. And I have a PowerPoint on like the science of love, but I'm not going to release that because there's a lot of toxicos and toxicas that watch me, and it's like, yeah, no. I am a wealth and a channel of knowledge, but with great power and knowledge comes great responsibility. So maybe you were very smart, Leo. Maybe you're like a grandmaster of things, and you need to be very careful who you share your knowledgeable gifts with and who you don't. Because when you are a high value person, you need to gatekeep yourself. For example, look at Yolanda Saldívar with Selena. Girl, ¿quién quiere vivir conmigo March 31st too? Anyhow, Selena did not gatekeep herself. Selena was an open book and was very friendly and open to everyone, which allowed somebody as evil and malicious as Yolanda to get close to her. And this was someone that was supposed to be her friend and ended up switching on her and murdering her and now blaming the murder on her, even though it was like, girl, you were a machuki for her, just admit it. But that está zafada la señora, and it's not the first time que estafó a alguien. I think before Selena estafó a alguien más, and I don't know how she got away with it then, but the second time she was like, I'm gonna make sure no one gets caught, but she got caught evidently. But you need to gatekeep yourself, because there's people like that do want to see you out on your back, Leo. These are people that do not want to see you do good. And strong Libra here. Right, and this comes to finances, because some parents don't like to see that their kids can actually make more money than them, even though it's like you should be proud. Confirmation that that's your child, that you raised a child so capable that they can make all that money and be able to spoil you. Some parents are like, oh no, because I raised you, now you have to pay me back. And it's like, well, you could have had an abortion. You could have given the child up for foster care. You could have given the child up for safe haven. No one pointed a gun to your head and said you have to raise the child. Oh, because your family was going to talk shit and you rather not look bad in front of your family that wasn't going to fucking help you anyway. That's on you. In the end, you have free will and you need to choose what you have to do. At one point, it is that your family raised you up in a fucked up situation, but at another point, you have to become responsible for yourself and realize, like, hey, my family might have not have been perfect, but I'm going to do this and this and this so I don't repeat these same mistakes. It's called healing your generational trauma and generational curses. And some of you Leos have been fucking running away from that. I know, sometimes a fish doesn't know it's wet. I didn't realize that my family was actually fucking crazy until I started hanging out with other people that were normal. And I was like, oh shit, like, you guys go to church on Sundays? You guys actually talk to each other without yelling at each other and calling each other stupid because the other one doesn't agree with the other one? Because I love my mom, but if I don't agree with her, she'll be like, "Tas pendeja." And I'm like, excuse you? Yeah, tas pendeja. And I'm like, ¿qué? And it wasn't until I clocked my grandma doing that to one of my tias that I was like, this is where you fucking get it from. All right, I see. And no, and I silenced my grandma. Like, it got to a point where my grandma's like, contigo no puedo alegar. I'm like, no, because you raised me. You raised a younger version of yourself, except I actually got educated and have a lot more empathy for people than you do. So no, I'm not going to let you talk to my tia like that in front of me. And I don't care if you get mad. My dad and my grandpa were just like, twiddling their thumbs. When my dad doesn't step in to shut me up, that's when you know I have a reason. Because normally he'll be like, hey, and I'll be like, ah! If I don't back down from him anymore, what makes you think I'm going to back down from any of the rest of you? After I had a C-section birth, I ain't scared of nobody. After I went through the worst of the worst with postpartum depression, no le tengo miedo ni al pinche diablo. Enójanse, abuchéanme, MLP. I'll see you when I see you. But you need to address that, Leo. You need to address this shit. Get a therapist, because, yeah, your relatives are old and they're set in their ways. And sometimes you have to just be like, pues está bueno, like, okay. And I have to remember how my grandma's mom was like. And I'm like, And this is why I don't burn ancestor money for you. You can burn in hell, lady. But my tias are probably like, Clarissa! Me vale. You all raised me, so I don't understand where you all want me to keep my mouth shut y dejarme de alguien. Puede ser President Trump or Joe Biden. No me va a dejar. You're not going to tell me what to do. ¿Sí o no, tía, that's watching? ¿Sí o no? Claricita y Bebecita tienen un carácter bien especial y ain't gonna fuck with us. Period. But you need to address this, Leo. You need to do shadow work. Like, you really need to be like, when this happened when I was a little kid, it made me feel this way. And honor it. Honor your feelings. Like, we can't be happy all the time. That's not right. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to be sad. It's what you do with your feelings that make you or break you. And I was just talking about this on Love Stereo with air signs. So maybe you have air in your chart. But you cannot be like, I want to manifest this beautiful life, but you're not addressing your triggers and your wounds, because then you're going to bleed onto your beautiful life, which doesn't deserve that. And you're going to bleed onto the people that didn't cut you. I hope I'm making sense. And that's what's blocking your manifestations. It's that you're not addressing what this Aquarius or this Virgo did to you when you were possibly 6 or 9 years old. This could have been something that happened to you about 21 years ago. But that's what's blocking you and keeping you in this negative karmic cycle. And these cards are all about cycles and cycles. We have the World card, which is about a cycle. And with this, the 21st, which is when Aries season begins, and the spring equinox, you need to address that. You need to go in and address that. And maybe the apology that you need to hear is the one from you to yourself. I'm sorry that I procrastinated on getting myself into therapy. Maybe that's an apology you need to give yourself, Leo. Because you need to take care of your mental health. Yes, you need to have a beautiful body. You need to be healthy physically. But you also need to have your mind well. You need to be okay in mind, body, and soul. For me, it's biopsychosocial. As a psychologist, it's all three. It's all connected. But then again, I'm super spiritual, so of course I'm going to lean into that. So you really have the devil and God like raging inside of you, Leo. Holy Week is going to be a very like spiritual week. I recommend you fast and you pray. I really suggest you get into prayer, Leo. I'm not saying go to church. I'm not saying become Catholic, be Christian, be Jewish, be Buddhist, whatever. I'm just saying seek God. Like, as long as you say, Lord, I want to work with you. I'm here. Use me as you wish. I'm ready for you to use me as the tarot reader you need me to be, or as the channeler you need me to be. And he'll move mountains for you. You need to remember la fe mueve montañas. And that's what freaks me out about a lot of Republicans. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, because I don't care about Republicans or Democrats. I used to be a Democrat. After they screwed Bernie Sanders over, I was like, a chingar a su madre. And mira, what did I tell you all? Joe Biden's not going to clear student loan debt. He's not going to, so don't even vote for him. No me hacen caso. Anywho, they were like, I don't know what they were freaking out about. And I was like, rezale a San Pedro. And they were just like, no, ese no hace nada. But it's like, aren't you the party that's like super hardcore religious and Christian beliefs and Protestant and super the Bible this, the Bible that? How come for that works, but when it's like, I don't want to get caught by so-and-so or be seen, San Pedro no trabaja? That's cherry picking. Democrats do that shit too. But I don't want to hear about it, because not on my channel. I will gladly ban you off my channel, because I don't watch the news or TV at all. But Donald Trump needs to be careful Pisces season this year and next year, because they're gunning for him. Alright. But moving on. But you really need to seek God here, Leo. Like, he wants to talk to you, and that's why he's isolating you. That's why he put you in a family where your mom is going to antagonize you. Your mom was your biggest bully. Your mom is your biggest hater, because you need to heal that. And sometimes the people you fight with a lot in your family, you reincarnate it with them from a previous life, because you and them need to learn the lesson. But mainly you cannot control them learning the lesson. So if you having to cut connections with a certain family member, no longer talk to them because all they do is upset your mental health. They always want to villainize you. They always want to provoke you, get you pissed off, or always on a mission to destroy your character. You just have to let them go, because that's just them. They're just always going to operate in that negative paradigm, and that's them. You can't control that. You can only control how you respond and how you show up. And it's like, those ni modo family, I love you all, but I can't hang around when people are always acting this way, or because they're always doing their drugs or whatever. I'll see you on the next one. It's a boundary, and they have to respect that. Confirmation. Yeah, so Spirit is asking you to work with God so that way you can work on your independence. So maybe some of you are getting into carpentry. That is so on brand with Jesus. Like, he was a carpenter. So, like, you are really leaning into your faith. And that's what God wants you to do. 21:12 can be significant. Maybe look up that Bible verse and see what that means for you. But God wants to use you as an example of how, like, working with him leads to miracles. But you need to let go of this trauma, and you need to address it. Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, it happened, so ni modo. No. You need to be like, it happened, and look how it affected me. You can't be white knuckling it forever. You actually have to address it. And I'm not saying that because, you know, I'm super like psychology this, psychology that. No. Like, even if you have to go talk to a pastor or a priest because they have their degrees in pastoral counseling, do so. That's what they're there for. Yeah, and it's about addressing childhood wounds and childhood roots. The number 6 and 9 is very significant. Something happened to you when you were 6 and or 9 years old. Right, and that's what has you reversed. Or someone's going to apologize for painting you negatively or really messing with you as a kid. Like, someone really fucked with you as a kid. Like, psychologically, they mess with your head. And they're going to apologize for that. And you're just going to be like, too little, too late, bitch. Yucky. Let lion dogs lie, Leo. Like, okay, so whatever. Sometimes you gotta be like, girl, what? And then keep moving. But go to therapy, please. No me de manicomio. Manicomia. Alright, so something about shape-shifting. I'm obsessed with you. Okay. Who's obsessed with my Leos? The Taurus. You need to be careful with this Taurus, with Leo in their chart, and Capricorn. They're nuts. Aquarius season. What was I saying about Aquarius season being kind of for you? Someone feels bad for being mean to you without knowing the facts. Bro, what was I saying? Austin, Texas. For me, I already know who that is. I don't care. Shove that apology up your ass, bitch. Alright, anywho. Melly, Brendan, moving your blockages out of your way. Should have apologized to me when you had the chance. 10 years ago. Ni modo. File that report. The letter R, first, middle, or last. The number 4. This could be a Cancer. Or something about April, Pisces. Trying to monitor you. Monitor these nuts. Get into the water. So do like a water cleanse. Very John the Baptist of you. Oh, maybe you're going to get baptized. Good for you, Leo. That's why I stopped going to LFA, because they want to rebaptize me. And it's like, I'm spiritual, and I'm not going to stop reading tarot cards. Like, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. And these are not tarot cards. These are channeled messages. And these are more accurate than the ones I do here, I feel. Serena, Capricorn rising. They're mad. They can't beat you. I don't know when to quit. I got a crush on you. Leo. Nathan. They know you the real deal and that got them scared. Ashanti. You give somebody Ashanti vibes. An Aquarius. Getting bad news at the doctor. A Virgo. Yeah. Sagittarius rising. Uy. They're frozen to the core. We said our dreams will carry us. Si no le contesto, se desespera. Gemini rising. Because, baby, now we got bad blood. Give me just a second and I'll be all right. Opening portals. Be careful with that. My final bellyache. If you have children, I would not do that. You stay tapped in. Try to bug your office. A Cancer rising. Whatever. Kendrick Lamar in the reverse. Yeah, because it's a fake rap beef. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Drake and Kendrick beefing is a publicity stunt. The Ariana and Ethan Slater shit is a publicity stunt. Stop paying attention to these bullshit celebrities. Did not consent. Yes, he did. Something about a rap beef, so he's about to be outed for some bullshit. He's a Gemini, though, so I don't know why he's coming out in this reading. Integrity is what you do when nobody's around. So, yeah. So, those people that like to practice core values, remember, integrity is what you do when nobody's looking. That's what you... A goal-getter. Everyone knows they want to be you. Do you really want to be me? You want this trauma? Well, don't you want to know? Doble cara in the reverse. A Gemini. Yeah, Kendrick. Protesting voter fraud. Vámonos. A Gemini. So around Gemini season, voter fraud might come out. Or something about voter fraud within 6 weeks. 6 days. People are seeing that they've been trying to destroy you. Divine Feminine. Catherine. Busca algo nuevo. So if, for example, me, teaching didn't work out for you, go be pretty. Go get paid for being pretty. Like, you know how many modeling contracts I had to say no to because I was a teacher and teacher aide, and now I can say yes to and actually get paid real money, and I don't have to deal. Miss, es porque no me hace caso en la casa. Ma'am, tú eres la mamá. If you can't control them in the house, how do you expect me to control them aquí en el salón? Tampoco. No soy Dios. Segura. A graphic designer. Maybe do graphic design instead, Leo. You're reinventing it all. Kisses on the forehead type. Dua Lipa. Okay. Binging over a man. Someone's doing, over a vato. Girl, go to therapy. You got issues. Somebody could be named Frank. Every time I think of that name, I think of Miss Congeniality. Frank! Oh, she thinks she's funny while I'm hilarious. She's a hater. Who's a hater? Alguien que anda de Dr. Roxos y David Lee Roth. A Cancer. A Virgo. This Cancer and Virgo can kiss my ass, bro. And a Scorpio. Eso también. Mientras que no me lo estén diciendo en la cara or meeting me up at the traques, donde no se va a meter Marcela, me and you do not have problems for real, for real. Invisibility spell. So someone's doing spells so nobody sees you. Natty. The letter L. Aries, Taurus, Cusper, Guanajuato. Tower moment. Someone's going to sober up. Pack your bags. You're going out of town. Yay. A Rancher. Shango. Ex-Tina. Thief of Strays. Everybody loves me. Your intuition is stronger than you think. Don't I know it? Time to end friendships. Paul in the reverse. So you can't be friends with Paul, I guess. Libra. Very biblical reading, kind of. Something about a wiretap. Paul's a snitch! 10th Hauser. Miraculous. That's why. If you have, before you become a wise guy, Paul, you need to ask yourself, can I do 18 años en la pinta for not snitching? Because my tío did. For not being a snitch, él tiró 18 años en la pinta. And I remember visiting him at Three Rivers and thinking it's a college because everybody was in a uniform and not knowing I was hanging out with a bunch of criminals watching cartoons. Hey, but they were nice. They were nice to me, and we got to watch Bambi, and I got to eat popcorn and chocolate off their commissary. And then my parents snuck in machacao or something like that. Anyway. But, he went in 1991. He didn't come out until my first year of college at LCC 2009. And sometimes we wouldn't hear from him because he would be getting into the fights and we would go months without hearing from him. ¿Qué pasó? Me peleé con un guardia y me tiraron en el pozo. Ay, Dios. he would call, ¿qué pasó? Pues nada, ganaron los Cowboys. ¿Pero cómo? Pues ganaron los Cowboys. Pásame a tu papá. No, pues el Troy Aikman tiró la fútbol y corrió, qué sabe qué, tantas yardas. So my dad was basically ESPN for him. Dándole el play-by-play. But yeah, so be careful. Someone could be into Star Wars, the Clone Wars. So Paul and other wannabe gangsters, if you cannot accept the reality that, hey, I might not come home because I'm going to die in jail or in the streets, or I'm going to be a snitch and put my family in danger and have to put them in the witness protection program and they're going to end up in the middle of nowhere, Montana, Pennsylvania, or Arizona, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Porque ya, wise guys like back in the day, they don't exist anymore. Y'all get caught with an ounce, you snitch on each other like it's nothing. Might be a win-in for conspiracy. That is the worst thing you want to get charged with because the lawyers, they can make up whatever the fuck they want. See or no? Friends that have people that have gone in for conspiracy. And I remember when I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings in the kitchen, like, and I honestly think everyone should have one of those jobs because not only when you get to your like office or your teacher job like me, do you appreciate it more, but you get to work with different people of different backgrounds and like you get to learn how other people live and not everybody grew up the same way you did. And they would tell me like, no, cuando yo estaba en la pinta, this and this. Like they all told me like their jail stories and they all said the same thing. Conspiracy is the worst thing you want to go in for. And that's what my Theo went in for. He went in for conspiracy of smuggling guns, I think, and like ecstasy, if I'm not mistaken. And he was not going to snitch, and he didn't. And he did the 18 years from 1991 to 2009. So whoever knows a Paul that's wearing a wire, if you cannot do the crime or accept the reality of I'm not going to come home because I'm living a lifestyle that's jeopardizing me and my family, then don't do it. But the thing is, when they recruit these people, son bien chavalos y pendejos, they don't have that concept, like they don't have that future planning because your prefrontal cortex is not done developing until you're 30. And that's your executive control. And then if you're doing all these drugs before that, yeah, no, hombre. I can go on and on about the neuropsychology of that, but we'll be here for like hours. But you need to protect your energy. The letter L again. So the letter L, first, middle, or last, is very significant. I'm hearing a name, but I'm not going to say it porque luego se ataca el hochis. He's a Sagittarius. His last name's with an L, though. E MLP. Till the day I die, vato. Alright, anyway. Your ancestors are divinely guiding you. So you need to be alone and pray, Leo. Be alone and pray. Or go out to el campo and be like, Father God, what is it that you need me to see? Estoy bien pendejo, bien pendeja. I need you to show me the signs literalmente. Like that. And he'll show you. He'll show you. And a lot of people are like, why do you talk like that? That's just the way I am. And if you don't like the way I talk, wait until you meet the rest of the women in my family. They're going to eat you alive. Aguántase. So someone's like, all right, Leo, let's fight then. So you got a bunch of men mad at you, Leo. Stay mad. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. One of them can't even drive. So how is somebody without a car going to want to try to fight me? Get the fuck out of here. Go get your work boots, sir. Celebrate all your wins, even the small ones. So let's say, for example, I can never make it to golds on time for a class, but finally you do. Yay! Un protein shake. The veil is being lifted. So you're going to see a lot of paranormal activity. Somebody named Nancy could be significant. Don't freak out. Or maybe Nancy, a spirit, wants to talk to you. I just got chills. Somebody got chills. Nancy quiere hablar contigo, whoever you are. What does Nancy want to say? Something about blueberries and all A's on a roll. Who is Nancy? A Libra. My ears are ringing like crazy. Anna, you're right on it. Yeah, me dio miedo because I'm home alone. There's going to be a plummet in stock, so if you have stocks, you better check that shit out. Leo's. Something about Decatur. She's a bot. Clean your closet. So spring clean and car accident. What was I saying about rest at the hotel? So, ama, no me estés molestando. Let Felipe sleep. I'm talking about my mom, not my suegra. My suegra's cool. Atácase, señora. Atácase. A Capricorn in the reverse. So there's a Capricorn or something about a Capricorn crashing around Capricorn season. A biology major going viral. When aren't I? Morality. Lit. Lil Wayne. Oh, I was about to say lit major. Major drop. A streamer on Twitch. El baile del beeper. Okay. Sancho Pa. That is an old school song. Someone's reliving their forensics and vivid days. Bonded out. Bail out. And for the person that ratted out Griselda for being at forensics, up yours, bitch. Hey, yo te defiendo cuando te mereces que te defienda. But when you're being mean to me, I'm gonna feed you to the wolves. I am gonna be the wolf I feed you to. But that was some pussy shit. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Y muy bien que esa ruca estaba ahí también, ¿verdad? Muy bien que estabas ahí en el desvergue. Sorry. Perdón. Lo tenía que decir. That's the thing about my autism family members that are watching me. I remember everything, for better or for worse. And I was like, Mom, didn't it ever occur to you that me having a closet that was color-coded with my VHSs alphabetized and always wanting chicken nuggets and never... You could have gotten a check for me. Cállate, estúpida! Just saying. And her too. I don't have autism. I'm like, then why do you collect miniatures? And like to watch special interest videos of like pimple popping and shit like that. And why does Javier have a special interest? He's a Leo too. Of computers only and only likes to be in his house. He's enfada after being around people. I mentioned this to Grandma and she was like, fíjate que sí, tienes razón. I'm like, yeah, and we get it from you, señora. It's you. You're the one that has the gene for it. Ah, que no. I'm like, ah, que sí. Tú también te enfadas cuando no quieres salir con la gente. You only want to go out when it's very little people. Because I'm like that too. When I go out and I see like lines everywhere of like, I get frustrated and I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm going back home. I always send Felipe to do shit. I don't like to do parties. I like, if it's more than 3 people, that's too much bandwidth for me to communicate with you. I can't do that. I'm like, you're like that too, Grandma. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So it's from her side. It's like her. It's her, the gene. And then who else? Leticia. That one's definitely on the spectrum. Nothing wrong with it. I'm definitely on the spectrum and I'm fucking badass all by myself. Who else? Roberto and his special interest is stocks and numbers. And the fact that he's like obsessed with Linux computers only. And it has to be a fucking Linux computer. Even though Javier and I are like, but there's better technology. Like, it's clearly from her side of the family. Oh yeah, Yui's too. Now that I have his mom on here. Yui's, I remember when we were little, he was like, you do know that there is a specific foot for your sock. Like this one goes on the left and this one goes on the right. I was like, chingo. And we make fun of him. We're always like, those of us that eat like adults instead of just chicken tenders at a Red Lobster. Your friend that only orders nuggets out of seafood, they could have autism. Give them grace, guys. Give them grace. Especially in women. It's a lot harder to diagnose in women because we socialize them. Así no se porta una niña. Pórtate bien. Blah, 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 blah. So they internalize it. Whereas boys, we let them be the desmadre they are, and that's why they get their meds así. Alright, so signs that are going to be helping you out. Maybe you have autism, Leo. A Sagittarius and a Pisces. Yay. A Sagittarius and a Capricorn. Yeah, Sag! Aplacanse! Leave the Leos alone. A Leo and a Scorpio. So I'm going to leave it there, Leos. This reading was long. I'm sorry. I went on a lot of tangents. But I hope you all were able to get some messages and some kernels, some gems here. And I'm wishing you the best. I'll catch you in 2 weeks for your mid messages. And then I'll see you for Taurus season. Bye-bye.